Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my Let's Play of Shadowrun Hong Kong. This is episode 2, and we are about to hopefully sneak up and, well, kind of crush, kill, and destroy a few fools over here to our left. If we can get the drop on them, I think we'll be in a fairly favorable position, but I'm not entirely certain that we can do that. Oh, apparently we can do that. Alright. Well, I'm going to roll out on this guy. Looks like I have a 56% chance to crit, a 92% chance to hit. I'm going to roll out on him, and big old nasty swing. It did not crit. Oh. The music is low, but I find that sometimes games just have like one particular music that's really loud, and then it's not so bad after that. So we're going to actually try to kill this street mage over here. 91% chance. Let's go for it. Oh, down he goes. So we crit him pretty hardcore. And all that really remains is this dude right here. And I don't know that we can kill him, but we can certainly try. Ooh, that was a pretty good shot. Can we do another big old crit like that? We did, but it wasn't quite enough to drop him. So we did 26 damage. It wasn't enough. Ooh, we ate 8 damage ourselves. Let's switch over to our mage compatriot here. And we will throw out a heal. There we go, we got our 8 HP heal, and we're going to roll out on this guy with our wonderful choppy machete, and Squigs is going to handle it. Alright, so we managed to deal with the individual. Now I feel like the background sounds too low. As soon as it's weird. We might be playing with the options a little bit, guys, on and off. I do apologize for that. I don't know why it decided to get real loud there for no reason, but that's okay. Alright, let's pick this up. And it's a free med kit. It's worth 50 nuyen. Let's see here. 22 out of 50. We might... You know what? We're going to use one. We're going to use one of our health kits right now. So, we use it up here? Yeah. Alright, we're going to use it on Squigs. Okay. Confirm it's on him. And bam, there we go. And let's take a look one more time real quick. 35 out of 50. A little bit more acceptable in the way of health, I would say. Let's just look around real quick, make sure there's nothing over here. It doesn't appear that there is, so we will go onward this way. Looks like we gained 1 karma. I don't think 1 karma is going to do much for us, but you never can tell. There does seem to be something over in this direction. And there it is. Looks like a cred stick, actually. And apparently it was. We received 52 nuyen, and we are a little bit more rich than we once were. Alright, well, let's do some exploration and see what we can find. And, well, it says that's where our quest is. Maybe we should... let's just go there and see. We can explore after the fact, I would assume, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Alright, we're going to run up on in here, and we headed to the meeting location. We succeeded at that. Crossing the street, you can make out 4 shadowy figures loitering in the plaza ahead. Troll, orc, dwarf, and elf. 2 men, 2 women. They're different from the smugglers on the dock. Alert, poised, professional. You can see they've made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. The unspoken message is clear. We're strapped, mind your manners. Wu stands up tall, takes that amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe-to-toe with someone bigger. Someone who doesn't know they're about to go down. Evening, folks. You got permits for those bazookas? The thick troll pulls his mouth into a comic frown. Permits? Give me a minute. He makes a show of patting his pockets. Nope, guess not. I must have dropped mine in a dumpster along with the last idiot who stepped to us. Wu coolly surveys the scene, nods in a friendly fashion. Is that right? Well, then... You can almost feel Wu's cop training kicking in. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time it hits shoulder level, an assortment of nasty-looking ordnance is already trained on his head. And it does appear that they do have quite a few nasty little guns pointed directly at him. Carter backs him up. She whips her arms forward, fist blazing with magical fire. Her eyes sweep the scene, darting from one figure to another. Alright, everyone, just be cool. The thick troll's voice is casual. Amused, he shakes his gun in Wu's face. A little late for that, isn't it? Alright, raise your weapon too. Nah, it's never too late to be cool. Put your hands in his pocket, or in your pockets. Put your hands in his pockets, and then, no, okay. Listen, guys, my stomach's doing somersaults. How about we put all the guns away before someone gets hurt? Hold up your hands, palms out. How about no one does anything stupid? We don't want any trouble. We just want to talk. Or draw your weapon and remain silent. I'm going to raise it and say, nah, it's never too late to be cool. The troll winks at you and gives his attention to Wu. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot just now. Something we can do for you, officer? His mouth breaks into a patronizing grin. Wu's jaw tightens. His tone stays cool and controlled. I'm looking for an old man, Raymond Black. We were supposed to meet him here. You know him? The troll nods his enormous head. Mm-hmm. Wu's voice gets an edge. You can see the vein in his temple start to pulse. Where is he? Carter sees it too. Keeps her voice neutral. Easy, Duncan. The troll maintains amused eye contact, but weapons stay trained on Wu. That's right. Easy, Duncan. Your friend Raymond never showed. We've been waiting for the better part of an hour. You were going to meet with Raymond? Who are you? Think everyone can put their guns down now? Maybe? No. Okay. You're going to meet with him, huh? Mm-hmm. So you were his tour guides, right? What did he want with you? Keep talking. Keep talking. The troll's yellow-brown tusks shift into a smile again. He needed friends, the heavily armed kind. The old man hired us to take you all on a little excursion. Wu's brow furrows. Hired you? He takes a moment, looks them over. They're an odd assortment, a cybered-up troll, an orc girl with magical fetishes, a dwarf with a cyberdeck slung on her back, a tall man standing behind them, inscrutable. Understanding spreads across Wu's face. His jaw tightens. You're Shadowrunners. Mm-hmm. Wu's shoulders creep up. His stance tightens. This is bullcrap. Raymond would never hire Shadowrunners. They're criminals. The troll corrects him. Mercenary operatives. The dwarf cuts in. Her voice is soft but strong. Criminal mercenary operatives. So yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associating with a bunch of hardened criminals. The troll tosses Wu a sideways smile while staring down the barrel of his gun. Sorry to burst your bubble, Lone Star. Guess you didn't know the old man as well as you thought, huh? Wu tries to shake it off, but he's struggling to process the information. You can feel the heat coming off of him. The runners sense it too. And they tense up tight. They're keyed on Duncan. Their guns are big. Sheesh. Tense situation here. The looks on their faces make it clear. One wrong bead of sweat, and Wu's going down in a red mist cloud. Carter remains completely still. Her voice is level. Moderate. She's done this before. Let's all stay focused. No need for this to get ugly. She speaks quietly to Wu, who listens without turning, his focus squarely on the troll. We need to find Raymond. These are the people who can help us do that. This was about money, right? Let's talk about money. What were you hired to do? She's right. Let's focus on Raymond. What were you hired to do? You can tell the orc girl's had enough of the tension. She blurts it out. The old man wanted us to take him to Kowloon Walled City. She waves a hand at the three of you. You, too. Two large rats clinging to her hip and shoulder, poke their heads out of the folds of her clothing. They fix their beady eyes on you intently. You know the Walled City. It's a slum, right? I've heard of it. No, what's the Walled City? This isn't Kowloon City. Or isn't this Kowloon City? It's kind of slummish. It's actually not that bad considering what we've seen in other games. Anyhow, we're going to move on to it's a slum, right? The girl sneers, rolling her eyes. It's a crap hole. We're slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Memories of growing up in the Redmond Barrens flashes through your mind. We get it. It's a real bad place. Now, why would a little old man pay you to take him there? The dwarf standing next to her nods and jumps in. Wouldn't say. He mumbled a lot, too. Just kept rambling on and on about how he had to get in. Under ordinary circumstances, I never would have accepted the gig. The Walled City's the last place I want to go, but the old man rolled up a truckload of Nuyen, and, well, you gotta eat, right? Wu risks a glance at you. His weapon remains trained on the Shadowrunners, but a flicker of uncertainty plays across his face. Interesting story. Seems like a good time to ramp down the threat of violence, don't you think? Let's say we believe you. What now? Why would Raymond want to enter the Walled City? It doesn't make any sense. Interesting story. The troll flashes you a smile that's all tusks and no warmth. Okay, gang, I'll tell you what. He looks at his team as he slowly starts to lower his weapon. We're all gonna put our guns down. Oh no! Oh! Oh, that looks nasty. Get down! Snipers, take cover! Carter! Well, that happened. Gonna move over here. The sound of the high-caliber rifle shots hangs in the air. The red dots of laser sights sweep the area. Carter, the troll, and the silent elf lie dead in widening pools of blood, their heads broken open like melons dropped from a 4-story building. Yeah, not great. The orc girl screams from cover, Nightjar! Nightjar, come on, big man, talk to me! Gutshot! No, no, she turns to the dwarf, her eyes wild with fear. Oh crap, Ease, this isn't good. A voice blares out from a loudspeaker. This is the police! Lay down your weapons, put your hands behind your head, and come out where we can see you. Duncan Woo, Bumpy McSquigums, come out where we can see you. You have 3 seconds. Duncan crouches behind cover, his gaze locked on Carter's corpse. His voice comes out in a hoarse roar. Stand down, damn it! I'm law enforcement. Lone Star! Lone Star! He's driven deeper into cover by a hail of gunfire. The dwarf shakes her head at him, her voice flat. Save your breath, they won't listen. Use your eyes, these bastards aren't here to make arrests. A sniper shot hits the wall next to her head, showering her in an explosion of plaster. Stay down. Duncan, are you hurt? We need to get away out of here now. Back the way we came. Let's get out of here now. Everyone pipe down, just give me a minute. The rat girl stares at the ground intently as if listening, then her brow furrows, her eyes go beady, and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lips moving soundlessly. She snaps out of her trance. Okay, I've got a way out. It's at the end of the street. Everyone, come with me. Everyone, we don't need the rent-a-cops. Gobbit, we're the only ones... The little orc whips her head toward her friend. They're extra firepower, Ease. I got us an exit, but we've got to get past the heat, and we can't shoot our way out of this on our own. If nothing else, they can soak up a few rounds for us. She turns to you, her pupils pinpricks of intensity. Just stick to cover and keep close. There's a door down the street that leads to a back alley. That's our exit point. You fall behind, you get left behind. Okay, well, from out of the frying pan and into the fire seems to fit. Alright, so we need to stay in cover, and we need to move to that spot over there. Okay. I guess that's going to be the play. Alright, well, I'm up first, and I'm going to move over here. Okay, Duncan looks like he's up next. And let's see, is there any far off cover that we can... No. Alright, what if we move right next to us? There we go. And Gobbit looks like she can cast some spells. And Shy Dwarf. What is this? She's got a mini grenade launcher because of reasons that I don't know about. But okay. Think she can hit from here? Nope. But boy, oh boy, did she try. She's gonna try again, too. 42%? Oh, I thought maybe she hit that time. But nope, she missed twice. Still, that was pretty interesting, if not actually kind of pretty cool. Alright, ooh, we can summon a spirit. Let's do that. That sounds exciting. We can't move her again, can we? Got it? Nope. Alright, we can move the monsoon spirit, though. Alright, we'll move this guy out to the front here, and we'll shoot this guy with whatever... Ooh, that was pretty good. Damage, and it looks like we can do a few attacks. We got one more attack we can do. There we go. So hopefully that buys us a little bit of time. Oh, we decided to heal and shoot her for 9 damage. Ooh, and 10. Oh, there's somebody running down the backside of us. That's not great. And apparently we actually lost her completely there. So apparently it was not a good idea to summon the spirit right then. So that sucked. Well, I'm going to move with you. I'd like to roll up into a place where I can actually do something, but it looks like anywhere that I go, I'm not going to really be behind cover, and I'm probably going to get shot, so... Not sure what to do. Like, if I move here, can I actually hit him over the... whatever, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roll out over here, and there's a big slash. Wasn't quite enough. Gonna move her forward. And we're gonna try to heal ourselves up. Oh, there's no wounds to heal because we actually went down. That's not great. Alright, we're gonna increase the accuracy of Duncan here. And what happened to the spirit? There's no way it died, right? Oh, but she died. Okay, so it died. Well, that's not great. Alright, well, at least we picked off the gal that was running behind us there. Confirm the reload. And I suppose just take another random shot. Didn't really do much. Alright, so now we're super exposed. We're going to get shot in our butt. It's not going to be great. Oh, he missed. And that one's going to fall back too. At least, well, we're being flanked, but oh, we're actually soaking quite a bit of damage here. Well, we didn't do too bad overall, honestly. Alright, we're going to move you over here, madam, and we're going to throw out a heal. And we're going to... I want to just straight attack, but I feel like we can't just do that. Alright, I'm going to go here for an attack on you. Dropped you straight up, which is cool. And then I wish there was a better place to actually get some cover. I guess we're going to go here for cover. Additionally, wide open, we should be able to actually pick you off pretty easily. Going to move her all the way up to here. And we're going for the kill, and we got it. Pretty good. Oh, it summoned a horrible fire demon looking guy. He's just running around at this point, which is better than actually murdering us. Oh, but he shot some sort of poison ball at us. A couple more shots flying our way, but it's not the end of the world. Okay. The Shy Dwarf is going to go to the access point here. What does this allow us to do? It might be possible to use the network connection on this police motorcycle to do some damage to their local network. We can't send a remote command to override the local drone's IFF routine, but we can deactivate the drone, so let's do that. That does seem to be a pretty good thing. What is this Y button here? Oh, we can detonate stuff. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Okay, cool. Alright, well, we have a grenade launcher. Not much of a chance of hitting, but maybe... Oh, we landed it! Oh, that was so amazing. Did you guys see that? That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. Alright, we're going to go out wide with her. I know she's still in kind of a bad spot, but then maybe we'll be okay. Trauma kit, we have a frag grenade. How far can we throw this? Pretty far, actually. I'm going to try it. And, oh, we landed it. What? One guy down. Boom goes the dynamite. And there's no chance at all of us hitting him, but we can move closer and get ourselves into a position where maybe we can end up next turn around. Alright, the fire demon's probably going to start doing some nasty stuff to us. This guy's still trying to cast spells. Oh, he decided not to do anything. I am all about that. We're going to reload our weapon here. Confirm it. And can we launch a poison fog? Doesn't look like it. Alright, what else? We have haste. Can we haste you? We're going to try to haste Squigs over there. Give him one extra AP. Oh, he can actually... Okay, that's pretty neat. Alright, we'll see what Duncan can do first. Duncan's got a 44% chance. He managed to clip him, and got the kill, too. Which is really good. We're going to move up here. And we're going to move from cover to cover. It's going to be our play. And I'm not sure why the Shy Dwarf can't move any further, but that's okay. This is cover. Alright, Gobbit, we're going to move you way over here. Well, it looks like we're going to be able to drag our way through this, but it's going to be pretty close. Like, we're definitely not doing well. Like, getting our mystical shaman person wrecked right at the very beginning, probably not the best play we could have ever made, but that's what we did. And it dropped the spear that we summoned too, which could have changed a lot of stuff. So maybe in the future I need to move a little bit slower and be less suicidal, I guess. I can't really play it like I do other things. Alright, I'm going to go straight for the exit. I'm escaping this place. Oh, and there's nasty people over there too. Alright, well, we made it out. That's good. Oh, they're coming up from behind us, too, now. Alright, well, let's keep our forward motion going. Alright, haste is down for another turn. And she can't quite make it the full distance. Should be able to move there pretty easily, though. We'll get Duncan to move in here. And finally, Gobbet can move right there. And theoretically, in the next turn here, we should be able to move all the way to the end of time. Or something, I don't know. Alright, we'll start with her, I guess, the front. We're going for the escape, and she is out of here. Next up, it's Duncan. He can make the escape as well. And finally, Gobbet can also make the escape. So it looks like we're going to be good to go. And let's see what's next. Yeah, that was unfortunate that we got wrecked as badly as we did there. The rat shaman guides you... Shaman. Guides you from the doorway on the street through an eternity of winding alleys, damp sub-basements, and empty buildings. Stumbling through refuse and filth, you make your way into the sewers below Victoria Harbor. It reeks down here, but it's quiet. Gobbet stops, sniffs, wipes her eyes with the back of her wrist. Her rat squeaks softly in the folds of her clothing. The dwarf watches her silently for a moment, then moves closer and gently takes her hand. In the dim light of the sewer, you can see they're nearly the same age, no more than 20, 21 tops. What were their names? We gotta keep going, get more distance from the cops. Need a rest? What were their names? She keeps her head down and tells it to the floor. The troll you were talking to was Nightjar. He was our friend. The elf was called Gutshot. Kind of an a-hole, but I didn't need to see his head splattered everywhere like that. Fair enough. She inhales a cleansing breath. Nightjar was a good guy, always had our backs. Isobel and mine's. Isobel, or Ease, nods in agreement. Her voice is flat. Rare to find a runner that you can actually trust. She looks to her friend. Are we clear? Gobbet looks back the way you came. I think we've shaken them. She sniffs the air. Yeah, we're clear. Wu begins pacing, his boots splashing in the sewer water, creating echoes down the tunnel. You can feel the tension coming off of him in waves. This is bullcrap. I'm done messing around in the alleys and sewers. I'm done running from cops. He pokes a thumb at his chest and spits his anger forth in a raspy growl. For F's sake, I am a cop. We noticed. There's a Lone Star Sergeant dead back there. Damn it, she was... Wu starts to choke up. He struggles against it, fighting to maintain control, but he needs a minute to recover. He finally manages to pull it together, but he's raw. When he speaks again, his voice is seething and hoarse. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Hong Kong cops, but I'm calling in some Lone Star backup from home. I'm going to get some of my own people down here. Then we're going to find Raymond and figure out what the hell's going on. The little orc shrugs. Whatever you say, big guy, you have fun with that. She looks over at her friend. They both nod. Ease and I are out of here. Best of luck finding your friend. Your people died in the hail of sniper fire, and you're not going to do anything about it? Best of luck, that's it. He's not our friend. He's our foster father. You died, or your people died. Of course we're going to do something about it. In fact, we're going to do two things. We're going to run, and we're going to hide. Look, we got you to safety, but now we are done with this crap. We don't intend to die for you. Wu isn't listening. You can see on his face that he's already written the orc girl off. He's pulled a security-grade PDA from his holster on his leg, raises it, and starts tapping the buttons with a meaty finger. The Lone Star logo on the back of the device looks shiny and official. He stops, confused, then taps it again harder. The red flashing image on the PDA reflects in his goggles. What the hell? I'm locked out of the network. He looks up at you. My law enforcement status has been revoked. He goes back to the screen. I don't believe it. They're saying that there's an APB out on us, Bumpy. You and me both. I figured as much. You heard them on the loudspeaker. They knew our names. Every cop in Hong Kong will be after us now. This is bullcrap. How do they know who we are? Well, I figured as much. Wu glares at the wall, a storm raging across his face. Effing hell. His hand clenches into a fist around his PDA. This just keeps getting worse. He leans forward as if to punch the wall, his knuckles rapping against it softly, a pantomime of barely constrained rage. Suddenly, he turns and slings his PDA at the far wall. It hits hard, bounces back, and clatters to the ground at his feet. He looks down at it, spent. The orc mouths an "okay" to herself, eyebrows raised. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Come on, Isobel, let's... She's cut off with a sudden smashing noise as her friend's boot comes crashing down on the PDA at Wu's feet. The dwarf looks down at her work, unsatisfied. She brings her boot down again and again and again until there's nothing left but a snarl of plastic housing, broken glass, and circuit board. She looks up at Wu, her chest heaving, points at the pile of scraps she's created. Police issue. They can trace you through that. She turns to you, hand out. Yours too. It's on the network. Smash it yourself. We bury our own. Or hand her your PDA. Well, there go all my free upgrade points. We bury our own. You crush the PDA into shards under your foot while Isobel looks on blankly. Good. She looks over at Gobbet's size and reaches into her jacket pocket, pulling out 2 new PDAs. She hands them to you and Duncan. Burners, I suppose it's the least we can do after your help back there. Thanks. Now what? Thanks. You people always keep a supply of burners in your pocket? Got any snacks in there? I'm getting a bit peckish. Yes, that's the one. Isobel isn't listening. She is staring open-mouthed at her own PDA, its bluish glow illuminating her horrified expression. Gobbet, we gotta go. Right now. Isobel's voice is monotone but emphatic. She holds up her PDA to show her friend. They're after us, too. Her screen displays a local newscast. Your own face stares back at you from the upper left corner of the screen. And in breaking news, just under an hour ago, Hong Kong port authorities were involved in a firefight with members of a terrorist cell linked to the mainland city-state of Henan. The battle left 3 terrorists dead, along with an unconfirmed number of Hong Kong police officers. Your image winks out, replaced by a scowling image of Duncan Wu, a mugshot from a long time ago, before Raymond. Our sources report that Seattle natives Duncan Wu and Bumpy McSquigums, along with their Hong Kong-based accomplices, are still at large. They are well armed and should be considered extremely dangerous. Low-res photographs of Gobbet and Isobel pop up on the screen, replacing Duncan Wu. The color drains out of Gobbet's face. Ah, crap. Kowloon officials report that the terrorist cell known as the White Star maintains ties to the state of Henan, and it is purported to be receiving weapons and funding from anti-corporate groups in the UCAS city-state of Seattle. Port authorities are standing on high alert, and the Hong Kong Police Force's Special Duties Unit, that's a lot of stuff. That is a very HKPFSDU, has been engaged to deal with the threat. We go live now to Chief Inspector Crayet of the Special Duties Unit, who will be making a statement. Behind the newscaster, a video window displays the location of your firefight in Victoria Harbor. The camera pans to Chief Inspector Crayet. She is surrounded by a swarm of news reporters, but appears unfazed by the attention. She speaks with supreme confidence. We have yet to ascertain the motive for tonight's attack, but it was clearly a well-planned and coordinated effort. Crayet sounds smooth, more like a corporate mouthpiece than a cop. We have already issued an all-points bulletin along with a kill or capture order for the 4 remaining terrorists, and I have instructed Special Duties Unit to make this manhunt a top priority. She looks directly into the camera. If you should see one or more of the individuals, do not attempt to engage them. Instead, tap in the HKPF flash code at the bottom of the screen. If you are on an authorized network and take a picture, our system will automatically identify them in your data stream. The Decker switches off the newscast and clips her PDA back onto her belt. For a moment there is no sound but the roar of sewer water rushing through the pipes. Gobbet bends over, hands on knees, sucking wind. Her rats scurry for a new position. I thought we were effed before, whose voice is eerily calm, but now we are well and truly effed. How bad is it? We'll deal with it, Duncan. We always do. Doesn't look good, does it? We'll deal with it. We always do. Wu's mouth tightens. Not this time, Bumpy. He begins stalking back and forth, a panther in a cage. They've labeled us terrorists, and there's an APB out on us. I've heard of this kind of announcement before. I know what comes with it. It doesn't matter if we have nothing to do with whatever city-state. They're going to hunt us down. It's open season. Isobel nudges the remains of Wu's PDA with her booted toe, and the 2 of us will be hunted down right alongside you. Gobbet wide-eyes the exit, tight as a spring. You can hear her shallow panting as she leans toward one, then the other. We gotta go deep. Hit the mainland for a while until we can figure this out. Find a hole to crawl into. Gobbet looks at Isobel, wipes her mouth, and then points at you and Duncan. We've got to get them off the grid too, way off. The dwarf looks up at Duncan, her large eyes narrow. Hey, Lone Star, you've got a security license, right? That means you've got a SIN, too. Wu's brow furrows. Of course I have a SIN. I wouldn't be able to get paid otherwise. Only criminals and lowlives go sinless. She runs her hands along her cyberdeck, thinking. That means you can be traced. Both of you. You get spotted by a drone or a security camera, get ID'd by a retinal scanner, or try to use your cred stick or passport, and the HKPF will know just where to find you. Who crosses his arms across his chest. I know what a system identification number, or I know how it works. Runner. Alright, well, we don't have the Shadowrunner etiquette, so we can't do that one. So we're stuck in this country with no money, no passport, nothing. Leave her alone, Duncan. We're all in this together. I can't believe this. Alright, well, we're all in this together. Gabbett pulls at her dreadlocks. She does indeed have dreadlocks. And a rat. Well, we're just as screwed as you are. Me and Ease. We were listed as your accomplices, and we can't afford to let you get caught. You'll lead them to us one way or another. DNA samples, things we've told you, astral residue, I don't know, cop stuff. The little Decker looks from you to Wu, eyes narrowed, sizing you up. You can see her make a silent decision before she speaks. Her voice is flat, resigned. We need to get your sins burned. Delete you from the record books. All of them. All of them? Whoa, wait a minute. You want us to just erase our identities? Wu rubs a hand across the scalp. Beyond the fact that it's insane, will that even work? If we burn our sins, go off-grid like that, won't they just redouble their efforts to find us? Condescension seeps its way into Isobel's dry tone. Imagine playing a game of hide-and-seek with a siren strapped to your head. Would you rather try and hide with the siren, or with the siren conspicuously absent? Deleting our identities across the entire Matrix sounds hard. This is bullcrap. I'm going to find a way to smuggle myself back to Seattle. Let's just get on with it. What do we have to do? Let's get on with it. Gabbett's voice drops. We gotta ask for help. There's only one person we know who has that kind of pool, or the kind of pool it takes to burn a sin and hide us from the cops. Kindly Cheng. Who's Kindly Cheng? Some sort of superdecker? Let me guess. This Kindly Cheng is some sort of underworld hard-ass. Looks like or sounds like a restaurant. Sounds like a restaurant. Yeah, well, she's not. And don't let her hear you say something like that, or you'll be searching for your tongue on the floor. She's what's known as a straw sandal. Kind of a middle manager for the Yellow Lotus Syndicate. Their triad. Kindly Cheng controls all the illegal activity in our neighborhood. Smuggling, bootlegging, counterfeiting. Middle manager. Is the Yellow Lotus a syndicate or a retail outfit? Sounds like my kind of scum. No way. We're already deep enough. We don't need to get in deeper with a crime syndicate. We'll go with a good one there. Well, we don't want to deal with Kindly Cheng any more than you do, but I don't see what choice we have. We need protection, and we need to get your sins burned before we're all red smears on the sidewalk. Isobel's voice is hollow and flat. Taking favors from a woman like Kindly Cheng is a good way to find yourself into indentured servitude. You don't want to owe favors to a woman like that. Her eyes get big, round. Ideally, you don't want to deal with her at all. That was Nightjar's job. Nightjar's job? You mean you work with her? Wait a minute, you know this woman? We've only met her once or twice. Nightjar was the one who worked with her. Like I said, she's got her fingers in everything, including brokering shadow runs for the corpse. Kindly Cheng is our fixer. Gabbett tries to make her voice light, confident. Just stay on our good side and you'll have nothing to worry about. Now, let's get this done before one of you trips the APB and brings all hell down upon us. Alright, folks. And with that, I think we are done with this episode. There's going to be a little bit more of a fluctuation between the length of the episodes, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen. I like to keep it between 20 and 30 minutes. But considering there's going to be a lot of dialogue, a lot of reading, and hopefully a little less failed reading, I don't know, we'll see. The times are going to fluctuate a little bit more, so some might be a little bit shorter, some might be a little longer. We'll have to see. Either way, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it, and I will catch you guys next time with a little bit more Shadowrun Hong Kong. Until then, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.